Media, media, media. There's so much to choose from. It was difficult to decide which digital story and podcast to review for this week's presentation. However, when I found Gemma Druhard's Stolen Memory digital story in Creative Narrations, I knew it was the one I wanted to highlight. In a sad tone, Ms. Druhard relates the story of her beloved grandmother, Roselle Chase. Creative transitions turn vibrant, happy photos of Roselle monotone, and we see Roselle reliant on a breathing tube. A lifetime of smoking left Roselle with emphysema, COPD, and heart disease, and unable to fully recover following an accident. Melancholy music underscores Grandma Roselle's absence at family gatherings. This digital story struck a chord with me because of the love and loss expressed by the author, but also because of the struggles my family has faced with addiction. I chose a completely unemotional topic for my podcast review: science. I love learning about the intricacies of our world, so I follow science topics on NPR's news site and through my National Geographic subscription. For this assignment, I chose the November 10th, 2016 podcast from Science Magazine's podcast, Science. 4 segments were featured, including the frequency of earthquakes in Bhutan, which is located in the Himalayas, the role luck plays in science achievements and discoveries, a discussion of how dogs evolved to digest starches 5,000 to 7,000 years ago, around the same time frame humans began to engage in agriculture. And finally, a discourse on how the first flu strains populations encounter helps predict which viruses people will have immunity against in the future. The format was conversational and relaxed, which helps to distill big concepts into manageable pieces of information. A lot was covered in just over 18 minutes. The swift pace keeps listeners engaged. Because nobody has time to digest all of the science information being generated, the concise, consume at your convenience podcast is an effective way to stay informed. I enjoyed learning about the plethora of digital storytelling and podcast media at our fingertips. Both formats expand our experience in this phenomenal world. So I'll continue to explore and consume more of this media. Thank you.